This is the evaluation of the order trading system for February the 8th, 2021. We had 3 trades on that day. All were buy trades. First trade was TVN. That's Devon Energy Corporation. It tripped at 12 p.m. at a price of $18.80. It closed at $18.75, up 4.75, and it's open this morning at 1903, or is up this morning 1903, 1.449%. So it's definitely a possible, if not a positive. We'll see if there's any point after it tripped that it came up. 1240, so around here. It's up there, came down, there it was up, there it was up, and then dropped a little bit. More than one time during the afternoon, we're talking probably almost 2 hours of period of time where it was above its tripping price on a regular basis, so definitely is positive. Looked at the indicators to see if they show positive. OBV showing pretty much a positive upward. You can see that downward trend at the end of the day. MACD came up at its trip and was moving down afterwards, but it did come up fairly strongly at its tripping period. DI came up very strongly during its tripping period and stayed up pretty much a good portion of the day. Say majority of the day it was positive direction on DI. You can see the end of the day it was moving down negative a bit. And Bollinger Bands, yes, coming up and somewhat moving sideways during that afternoon period, and that little bit of downward trend in the afternoon. So it was coming down in the afternoon, but again, there was more than ample time during the day to make a profit on that stock. Next trade is CEI. That's Canberra Energy Incorporated. It tripped at 1255.07 at a price of 172. It was a buy. It closed the day at 168. It was up 13.51%. It's up this morning to 1.69%. We'll see if there's any point where, yeah, so it came up around here, 170. We caught it at its tripping point. And there wasn't really much time afterwards. We'll check to see if that's a possible. It does look good. Obviously, early morning when it's moving upwards, early morning, it means the people who are monitoring are pushing up. OBV shows a strong word upwards. MACD showing that it came up fairly strongly during that stripping price. Came down afterwards, so it's not like it stayed up, but it did come up. DI came up, that tripping in the afternoon, bouncing back a little bit. It was a little bit more negative than positive in the afternoon, but you can see end of the day it was a bit moving upwards. And that sideways movement that you're seeing in Bollinger Bands somewhat an indication of that backwards and forwards movement of the price. But I do think, across the board, the indicators are showing somewhat a good constant positive movement in general. And again, early morning it shows that the stock is moving up. I say that's a good possible. Next trade is EXPR. That tripped at 1:10:08 p.m. at a price of $2.98. Again, it was a buy trade. It closed the day at 301.00. It was actually down 4.14%. And you can see early morning it actually dropped 4.5%. So stock looks like it was moving down. But as you can see, we caught it at 110, roughly around this area. and then it moved up. 299, 299, yeah, there's more than one time. Anyway, it closed the day above its tripping price. So, stock moving down, but we happen to catch it on an uptrend during its down day, and the end result was that it's a positive trade. And we'll see if the indicators are showing that also. It should show positive somewhat. Yeah, OBV showing positive, MACD showing positive. It came up on its tripping, came down a bit, and then we increased again on its at the end of the day, which you saw in the stock price. DI, yeah, came up, stayed up fairly strongly, but came down actually negative also fairly strongly. Came up positive and end of day positive strongly. So the stock itself is moving positive. And Bollinger Band, looking at it, you can say this stock is moving upwards, regardless of the fact that it's down from previous close. The stock itself, practically the whole day. Like it was only early morning period of time where it was moving down a little bit, and then early afternoon it just started going upwards and continued upwards for the for the whole afternoon. So no, stock's down, but it tripped upwards and it was a positive trade. So that's 2 out of 3 stocks, which again is 66% obviously. And 3 out of 3 stocks with the possibility ratings, that's 100%. So technically it's a good day, only on a short number of stocks, so again getting a high percentage would be not straightforward. It would be 100% or 66%, and we got 66%, so that's good. 2 out of 3 stocks show positive, and 3 out of 3 are definitely possible. So again, that's a good day. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.